now tuned in to the Premier Hotspur TV. Sit back, get involved, comment away, because we are live.
Hi guys, welcome back to another Premier Hotspur TV show, guys. Yes, we are back with another unbiased Premier League show, guys, but it's the weekend match predictions, guys. So we have got a special guest in here again. It's George, the Tottenham fan. How's it going, George?
Good, thanks.
Yeah. Nice day where you are then?
Yeah.
The sun's beaming in.
Yeah.
All right, brilliant. As I said, guys, we are live on Facebook as well, guys. So if you are watching them from Facebook, guys, just text away, just comment away in there so we know we are receiving your comments here. And smash the like, guys. Same as you in the chat there, guys. Smash the likes, subscribe if you already haven't. And this is one of 3 today, guys. You'll see me. I'm doing my preview tonight at 6 PM. Then I'm on Paxton Road TV at 8 o'clock. So busy. It's a busy one for me today. We've got Facts and Stats. He's in the comments saying, sorry, pal, I'm at work, but we'll log in every now and again. Plus, if hit the thumbs up to get it started. Nice one, Facts and Stats. Absolutely spot on. Thanks for coming in, mate. Yusuf, old man, no problem. Thanks you for coming in. So, guys, it is the Unbiased Premier League show, guys. We're just going to go through the weekend's fixtures, and it's not many because of the FA Cup this weekend. So, there's a couple of teams that are not playing this weekend. But the first game, guys, we'll put it up. The first game is obviously tomorrow night, guys. It's our one. It's the big one. It's Everton versus Tottenham, guys. And do you know what? Coming into this, on the back of, what was it? I've got it down here. Got it down the bottom here, mate. Everton's form in the last 5 games. They've drawn twice and lost 3. And Tottenham go into it. The last, I think, it's meant to be a T in there. I missed it out. Sorry, guys. Last 5 games is they've lost 3, drawn 1, and won 1. And the head-to-heads, guys, it's Everton won once. Tottenham have won twice, and there's been 2 draws in the last 5. Tottenham are unbeaten, guys, in the last 8 visits to Goodison Park. So we are unbeaten, guys, in 8 visits to Goodison Park. So we have got a quite good record there, guys. We have got comments in there. We got Darren. Yes, Darren. Thanks for tuning in, pal. Spurs to win 3-1 against Everton. Yeah, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get to that shortly, guys. I said the summary. The players out for Everton. George is Bernard, Fabian Delph, Decore, and Mina. And questionables is Alan, Calvert-Lewin, and Josh King and Gomez. And for Tottenham, it's the 2 out is Ben Davis and Matt Doherty. I said, coming to this game, George, we have got Everton's only scored twice in the last 5 games. The goals are dried up for Everton, and where Tottenham we've scored 7 in the last 5. And the last meeting wasn't obviously to take away the FA Cup. Obviously, Everton, the last game at Everton was a 1-1 draw in 2019, November the 3rd. So where do we go into this, mate? I said with them injuries out, if Everton don't have obviously they haven't got those Decore, no Mina at the back, no Bernard. The questionables are it's Allen, Calvert-Lewin, Gomez, and Joshua King. Massive players, George. Massive players.
Yeah.
But Spurs have only got Doherty and Davies missing. What's your thoughts going into this game? Does Josie need to change it up? Would you like to see now until the end of the season for the last 7 games a consistent team now? Because the top 4, I don't know. Let me bring up the table. The top
How many
4,
times are we
mate.
top 4 then? We are. I don't think we can get top
Go on,
4 now,
mate.
can we?
Go on,
I
mate.
think
Have you got the table there?
Yeah, we're 6 points off top 4. We're on 49 points. If we win tomorrow and Liverpool lose, then we go ahead of Liverpool in 6th. But I don't know who Liverpool got. Who Liverpool got?
Liverpool got Monday Leeds away.
They could. That's a hard game for Liverpool actually.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely, mate. So how can you see Jose setting up for this one, George? How can you see Jose approaching this game? Because he's got from now to end of the season, he's got to start having consistent in there. Because we only played one game a week now. Surely his players, if they're all fit, he can play a consistent team from now to the end of the season. You know what I mean? So who would you like to line up against Everton? Who would you like to see going out there against Everton?
Well, I think that as you said, we've got 1 game per week now. So I think because of no Europa League, I think we've got to have a consistent lineup from now on. But yeah, so if we're going to do first 11, do you want me to say mine out quickly? What my third 11 would be probably. Or do you want me to mine would probably be a 4-2-3-1 with Lloris, Reguilon, Tanganga, Toby, Aurier probably. Oh no, actually, Toby, Sanchez, Tanganga, Højbjerg, probably. I don't know about the other CDM. I'd like to see Ndombele push up to Cam, but I don't think Joe's going to do that. I don't think so. I'll go with Ndombele and Højbjerg and CDM. I'll go with right mid. I'd like to see Bale start. I think that I'd really like to see him start. I think in training recently, apparently he's been doing really well in training. So hopefully he does start. I think I'm going to go with Bale, Mora, Son, and Kane. So obviously that CDM position, I think that I'd like to see Ndombele move to Cam, but I don't see Jose doing that yet. I think that obviously after the season's done, we have friendlies. Obviously, before the season starts, I think we have a few friendlies against some other teams. I think we've got to use that time, use them games to basically just try and figure out our best 11 really. Where players are best played. Is Tanganga a better right back or centre back? Is it a better CDM or Cam? Yes, obviously it's a must win tomorrow against Everton, and I think that we can get top 6, but it's going to be hard because there is probably, if I look at the table now, probably from I'd say 4th to 8th are in it for top 6. For 5th or 6th. So it's gonna be a hard one. It is. But I think we can get top 6. I don't know what it's Europa Conference League is. I don't know what it's about. I think it's like another tournament coming up. So I think that we need to win tomorrow. We need to get our best 11 out. I think that, as you said, Calvert-Lewin, if he's out, then that's a massive blow for them. Because, did you say 2 goals in the last 5 games? That's without DCL, isn't it? So that proves how much they need him, really, doesn't it? I think we need to try and get a win tomorrow. And we've only got Davies and Doherty out. I wouldn't start them anyway, would you? Yes, I think that, as I said, it's a must win tomorrow. But yeah.
Yeah. As I said, go back to Everton. The last 3 home games, they drew against Palace, they lost against City, and they lost against Burnley. Then they went away to Chelsea and lost against Chelsea. The last game against Brighton, they didn't look good. They drew 0-0. Brighton should have won that game. And this is without Calvert Lewin on fire at the minute. The goals have dried up, and you can just tell when that guy is on fire up top. And they rely on too much. And with all them injuries, so I mean, we've had this before though. When we go into a game, we go, yeah, they've got loads of injuries, and we've only got such and so out. I mean, and we go and fuck it up still. I mean, we go and draw. I mean, we mess it up. But we have got a good record at Everton. We really have. We've got a really outstanding record. We've unbeaten in eight games, and there's a 6-2 in there. I think it was a couple of years ago. I think it was. And I mean, so we we got a good record, and we've got a good attack, and we've got most of our most of our main team fit and firing, ready to go. And I've seen pictures of training this week. I've seen a couple of clips, a couple of videos, and they look all happy. I mean, they look quite happy as a team, as a unit, and that's what they need now. Togetherness now for the end of the season, and just try and salvage the best they can, and hopefully go on and win this trophy, to give us something to cheer about. You know what I mean? Because we haven't had much to cheer about this week, this year, have we, guys? But as I said, then going to Tottenham's mixed bag of form. I mean, our last game was a 3-1 defeat against Manchester United. Then we drew 2-2 against Newcastle with 5 minutes to go, was 2-1 up, and we just let it go again. Then we beat Aston Villa 2-0 away, where people were saying, do you know what, Villa, it's be a toughie. And I mean, okay, that's without Grealish. You know what I mean, people can say it. Then obviously we lost in Europe, and we lost to Arsenal. I mean, so it's a mixed bag for Tottenham. So to me, going to the game, I think with especially them players, if they are out for Everton, we will go in with favourites to this game. And Tottenham's got to set up right. I'll like Jose to go with Rodon and Toby till the end of the season, because I believe now.
I'll say him over Sanchez. I forgot about him.
I will go with Rodon till the end of the season. Me, absolutely. Rodon and Toby till the end of the season. 1 game a week. Surely Toby can play 1 game a week. And with the final as well. SKC from consistency. I think that's some of the problem with this season as well. He doesn't know his best 11 because we've got such a mixed bag at the back. I mean, he doesn't know who to play. I mean, he's tried out all different pairings and things like that, and it's still not working. So this just shows that they're not good enough to play for Tottenham. To me, I'll definitely go with Toby and Rodon, and I'll go with Tanganga, and I'll go with Regs at left back, Hugo in goal. And me, do you know what? I'll switch the midfield up as well. I'll go with Sissoko and Pierre in a double pivot. Then we'll put Tungi in the 10. Then I will start Bow out on the right, Son out left, and Kane up top. And I mean, it needs a mix up because he did it against Villa, where we mixed it up against Villa. I mean, he changed it all up when he put Felices up top and things like that. I mean, that was good. I mean, he's trying something new. And I think he needs to do it again. I think he needs to go back to the drawing board, start something fresh again, just until the end of the season now. You know what I mean? And he can probably see what sort of players he needs for next season, what players that needs to go from this football club. So to me, are we going to go in and win this game? To me, yeah, I think so. I really do think so. And I'm going with a tight 2-1 because it's never easy against them. You know what, Everton's going to turn up. You know what I mean? They will raise their game against Tottenham because every team like that does. When we come into town, you know what I mean? They raise their game. And even if they have got them big hitters out, you know what I mean? They've got other players. But to me, if we've got our big hitters out, and he does gamble on a couple of positions, I can see Tottenham winning this 2-1. What do you think, George?
Well, first off, we've got a few midweek games actually, Simon. We have. We got midweek next Wednesday against Southampton, and we got one on the 12th of May against Wolves. Yeah, so I'm going to say this is a tough one to predict actually, because it could be 0-0. You know, our form goes up and down, doesn't it? It's hard to predict this is. I'm going to go with a. I'll try not to see Everton scoring that much goals if DCL is out. But I'm going to say I think he might be out, so I'm going to say a 2-0 win for Tottenham. I'm going to say
2-0 win, and I'm going 2-1 because I think they'll really go. It depends on if Calvert-Lewin plays. So I mean, because I said he's the man. Him and Richarlison are the main focal points in there. So we have got a couple of comments in there. We've got Yusuf. Oh, okay, Fats. Yeah. Thanks, Yusuf. George, better start a channel. Haha. And beloved Hotspur Adam, is it up till Monday, bro? As Chelsea play Tuesday.
Yeah, they do play. They do play Chelsea Tuesday. Yeah, they do play Tuesday.
Just give me a couple of seconds, guys. He's thrown a span in the work there, Adam has. Tuesday, Adam says, there's a game. One Premier League. Okay, guys. I haven't added it on here.
It's up to Thursday, the match day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, the Thursday game's Leicester West Brom. They got Wednesday game, which is Villa Man City. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of games actually. There's quite a bit.
So,
well, actually, there's not actually. They're quite spread out.
Have a look. Then we're going to a new round of weeks. So I may start it again. So we'll go up to Monday anyway, guys. So yes, I'm gonna go with 2-1. George's gonna go with 2-0. And yes, guys, as Adam said, there is games up Tuesday. What we'll do, we'll go up to Monday, guys. So we'll go from Friday to Monday. And what I'll have to do, I'll have to do the results quickly on Monday. Somehow give everyone's thing. We'll do another Premier League unbiased show on Tuesday for the midweek ones, so we can try and fit all of them in. So, and Carlos says, afternoon chaps. Yes, Carlos. Thanks for coming in, pal. Carlos says 4-2-3-1. Hugo, Tanganga, Reds, Toby, Rodon, Pierre, Dyer, Lucas,
Dyer, CDM.
Oh. And we owe them a slap. We do, Carlos, from the FA Cup defeat. Yeah, so sorry, guys. So we're going to the Saturday games, guys. There's only two. So guys, remember, guys, smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. Share this video out. Same if you're coming in from Facebook, guys. Smash the like. Comment, just comment away so I know they are still coming through, guys. And share this video out, guys. And the next one up, guys, it is. So, guys, it's this one. It's the Saturday 12:30 p.m. Newcastle versus West Ham. Now this is going to be an interesting one, George. Very interesting one. Newcastle come off a really good victory against Burnley. It's a tough place to go to, especially with Newcastle. They're not in the best of form, but they come away with it. They're digging results out at the minute, and they're only lost once in the last 5. Obviously won their last one. They drew in 3. So scoring about 5 or 6 goals in the last 6 games. Where West Ham, they won 3 out the last 5, drew once and lost once, and they've got 12 goals in the last 5 games. West Ham, so they're scoring for fun, absolutely scoring for fun. You know what I mean? They beat Leicester, went away to Wolves, beat them, drew with Arsenal, which they should have won. They were comfortably. Just narrowly missing out against Man United, which that's actually been the point. Then they beat Leeds 2-0. Just quickly go on to the team news. I can give you some players who won't be playing. For Newcastle, it'll be Fraser, Hayden, Lascelles, and Shaw. So massive players for Newcastle. But West Ham, they do have Antonio out. Is it Ogbonna? Yeah. Randolph, Rice, Declan Rice, a massive miss from him, and Yarmolenko. So they're big. So West Ham got big players as well. But at the end, I think at the minute, there's only one player we're going to talk about at the minute for West Ham. It's Jesse Lingard, George.
Yeah.
Before he went to West Ham, as I said, I've mentioned it before that me and Matt, especially Matt was saying, I mean, I wouldn't mind taking Jesse on loan for the rest of the season, and it's proven a good deal. But then you can say, where would he fit in at Spurs? But if he's on this form and he was playing for Spurs on this form, he'll be playing week in, week out for us. West Ham took a punt. It was a very good loan deal. Very shrewd business by West Ham till the end of the season. And if I was West Ham, I'd sign him up. But this is the only thing with a player. When he's gone out on loan, he's got to prove himself. Obviously, he's going to step up. I mean, that's a problem. Yeah. He steps up. People like that steps up for contract. They want to prove United wrong. They want to prove a new club that he can still do it. He wants to say to Southgate, "Listen, I'm still here for the Euros." So yeah, all that was going on with Lingard. So maybe if he signs for like West Ham permanently, then he won't have like something to prove like to anyone apart from West Ham. And if he didn't get picked for England, you know what I mean, would it go a bit sour again for him? We don't know. But at the minute, West Ham fans are not moaning, are they? Absolutely fantastic. No. Have you got the stats of Lingard? I think he's got 8 goals. And
I can get them up for you.
Saint still in it. 8 goals, something like that.
9 games, 8 goals, 3 assists.
Unbelievable. And we've got top 943. All right, Si. Yes. Top 943. Thanks for tuning in, pal. So 9 goals. 9 was it? We're going to say it again.
9 games, 8 goals, 3 assists.
9 games, 8 goals, 3 assists, guys. And West Ham have done some crazy numbers. And West Ham have done well getting Lingard down there because he didn't have to. He could just say, do you know what? I'm just sitting on the bench, or I'm just sitting in the background. Just collecting a wage, and he could easily done that. I mean, like other people are doing at the minute at United. But he wanted to go out there and prove, innit? He wanted to go out and play football. Yeah. Obviously, because with the Euros coming up, he probably wants to go to the Euros, wants to get back in that England team. And I think he's done fantastic. I think West Ham is absolutely shrewd business. Then you got Souček. I mean, another player who's done well this season from Kufal or Sufal. I think it's Sufal. I say pronounce them. Yeah. Fabigatsky in goal is another one. It's a really good one. You know what I mean? Declan Rice when he plays, and Antonio is a nuisance, but he's obviously not playing. But he's another nuisance up top. I mean, they've got some really good players, West Ham. Some really good players, and he's got them going. David Moyes you have to be fair to him, mate. He's got them going. I mean, and their fans, they made some noise in the ground about they want the owners out. They want them to spend money and that, and they listened. And they've gone out there and they've done some shrewd business. I mean, some really good business. And as you said the other day, who heard of Souček? Who heard of him? You know what I mean? He's coming in unbelievable. A couple million quid. Unbelievable. Seriously. But then you go on to Newcastle. And then, you know what I mean? If you look at their team, I mean, let's get one of the games up and just say against us. I mean, I'm just going through their team, like some of the players they got. Because they've got the Bracker in goal. He's quite a good. I think he's a quality goalkeeper. Do you like Murphy? I do like Murphy. I think Murphy. Yep. Richie, quite a decent standard Premier League player. Nothing fancy, but gets on with the job. He does a really good job. Lascelles, I think he's quite a good centre back. Amaron, lot of pace. A couple assists in there, a couple goals. Shelby, hit and miss. Matty Longstaff. People was expecting big things off him. I mean, massive things, but ain't really hit hypes yet. Got Joe Linton. I mean, I think he's a dreadful, but he's got a couple of goals against us. Then you got the White Gale. Really ain't hit the off, is he? Since that big move from Palace. So if you take it that, then against us, they didn't have no Callum Wilson. Obviously, he was out, and Hayden as well. He was out, and St. Maximin he come on as a sub. Willock, look at that as well. Got Matty Longstaff on the bench, and Darlow as the keeper. You got Hayden come back in. Obviously, Callum Wilson, Sharp. I mean, so they've got a good squad, Newcastle. Maybe not a squad like completely, but players. I mean, some good individuals, and they shouldn't be where they are. Or would that?
No.
Okay. With that firepower they got, I mean, they've got some real good firepower there. So unfortunately, they've had injuries. So it looks like Callum Wilson's and St. Maximin may start. And this will be a tough one to burn. This will be a tough one to go on.
Yeah.
George, really a tough one because West Ham has said. I mean, they've scored 12 goals in the last 5 games, scoring for fun. They slapped up Wolves, and let Wolves have a couple of goals back there. They slapped them away from them, and Wolves are a better team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So West Ham get going on Saturday early. They get going, firing. I can see a tight West Ham win, 2-1 here. George?
It is honestly a hard one to predict because I used to predict ones when there was lots of fans in the stands, and I got them right a week every week because I just feel like this season, it's anything can happen. You know, Newcastle win this game 4-0 because there's no fans in there, so it's basically playing neutral ground, isn't it? No fans either end, basically neutral ground. But just I think Lingard, they have lost Declan Rice, which is a massive player for them. Who is out? They might even lose Ogbonna. He might be out, and then also Mark Noble might be out. But yeah, so it's been also Newcastle. Lascelles. He's a massive player for them. It's hard when predicting again, but I think that St. Maximin, Wilson are back. I think Antonio's out. Lingard's there as well, but I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win as well for West Ham. Probably goals from Lingard. I mean, I'm gonna say Newcastle probably take Maximin probably.
So the head to head, George. Newcastle out the last 5 head to heads between these two teams.
Yeah.
Newcastle 1-3. West Ham's only won once, and there's been 1 draw. The last game at St James's Park was a 2-2 draw, and the last win for Newcastle against West Ham at home comes back in 2019, and that was a 1-0 win there. But me personally, I can just see West Ham just scraping it 2-1. Me personally. And we've got John. He's an Everton fan. Yes, John. How's it going, pal? Remember this guy from Ladbrokes down by when I used to live. How's it going, lad? Not expecting a great game on Friday. We are both very poor. I'm hoping we can grab a score draw. Remember, bread is bread and cheese is cheese. Oh dear, Jesus Christ! Jolly's brilliant. Absolutely. John, do you know what, mate? Yeah, both teams are not on form at the minute, mate. As I said, you guys have only scored twice in the last 5. You haven't picked up a victory in the last 5 either. And it seems like when Calvert-Lewin don't play, you struggle. But it'll still be a hard game. Carlo will have them set up hard to beat. If you ain't got the attacking threat, you'll set them up hard to beat. And Spurs can't break teams down when they set up like that. But to me, if Spurs, I said, we've got to have full team. If we've got to have full team like that, I'm beating an 8, John, at Goodison, and I can just see us sneaking it 2-1. As I said, just sneak 2-1. But I wouldn't be past it if it was a draw, John. To be honest. But John, thanks. It was lovely. It's nice to see you on here, mate. Absolutely. And when I'm back down London way, mate, we'll have to meet up. And Paul, how's it going, Paul? How's Florida, Paul? Is it nice and sunny? Is it nice and hot, pal? Hi, Sire, Mini Matt. How's it going, lads? Yeah, we're all cool. We're going through the Unbiased show, mate. We're going through predictions of the weekend. So we've just gone past it. We've just got onto this one. George has said 2-1. I've said 2-1. Just a tight 2-1 for West Ham. Yeah. I'm going for another Lingard brace. Me personally. So yeah, that's that one, guys. So guys in the chat, keep bringing your comments in. You don't have to talk about. It doesn't have to be about this game. It could be anything football related, guys. Anything about your own team. Just bring it in, guys. Even if you're on Facebook as well, bring the comments in. Smash the like, guys. Subscribe if you already haven't. So the next game is the Wolves Sheffield United, guys. The Saturday 8:15 p.m. kickoff. So where we start with this one. So the players will not play for this one. Will be Bolly, Jimenez, Johnny, Marcel, Neto and Navas will not play for Wolves. So some big hitters there for Wolves. And Sheffield United, Berg, O'Connell, Robinson and Billy Sharp will not play. And Basham is a questionable. And if we go into the form guide, guys, Wolves only won once in the last 5. They've lost 3 and they've drew once. Sheffield United have lost all their games, all their last 5 games, guys, and only scoring once, guys. Once in the last 5. It's a pretty bad thing. Yeah. Wolves only got 5 in the last 5 as well, goal a game, really, on that ratio. Where do we go from here? Sheffield United absolutely put on it. They've sacked their manager. And they haven't been the team what they was last season. You probably can say the money ain't been spent, has it? That he hasn't really refreshed that squad up. It's a proper championship squad, isn't it? It's a proper championship squad. Don't think it's good enough to be in the Premier League. And with all them, if you go back to all them injuries, what Wolves got out, you'll still say that will just get over the line. Let's see the last head-to-heads between these. Wolves of the last 5 head-to-heads. Wolves have won twice. Sheffield United have won twice, and there's been 1 draw. The last game at Wolves was 2019 December, and it was a 1-1 draw. And before that was 2018. It was a 3-0 Wolves win. So yeah. If you're going to go overall, Sheffield United are absolutely poor. I watched them against Arsenal. They were terrible. Yeah. Terrible. And Arsenal are not great at the minute, you know what I mean? So they rolled them over 3-0. It should be more. So Sheffield United, mate, even though with the Wolves injuries, I expect Wolves to get over the line in this one. I'm going for... 2-0 Wolves. I'm going 2-0 Wolves. George, give us your insight on this game, mate, and where's it going to be won?
I think that, Sheffield United have not had the best of seasons, have they? They've had an awful season. I think the reason is because, as you said, they haven't spent much money, have they? They did well last season. I was expecting them to spend a bit of money in the summer, but they didn't in the end. I'll get straight to the point here. I'll probably how they played against Arsenal it was appalling. It was the game. Arsenal just basically was like a championship team, which I think they are. I think they're probably a promotion team, I'd say, but not promoted. I'd probably say around third or fourth, but then don't get promoted. Yes, I'd say for this game, I'm going to say a. It's hard to predict again. What I want to say 1-0 Wolves. I am at the end of the day. 1-0 Wolves.
1-0 Wolves. I'm going to go 2-0. I think Torre and maybe Silva will get the goals. So yeah, Sheffield United. I put them in there. They're the championship. They're championship at best. We've got some comments in here. Keelan says, "Big up my guy side." Yes, Keelan. Thanks for coming in, pal. Paul says, "This shoe is early start for me, mate. It starts at 7 a.m. for me, and that's dedication." Yes, Paul. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for your dedication for the channel, mate. Always appreciate it here, mate. Keelan goes, "Did you watch PSG versus Bayern? Do you think Poch has involved? He never played pragmatic at Spurs. I don't think he had the quality as what he's got at. I mean, don't get me wrong. He had Kane as well, but he's got quality most all around that pitch, mate. And he can play that. He can play that way now with that team because he's got the players to play that way. And I did watch that game. Bayern was unlucky. I thought Bayern once they got the goal, I thought they were going to go on and win it. But say Neymar had 2 great chances as well when he hit the bar, and I think he hit the post. I think it's one of them. And I just think when you got Neymar and Mbappe in the same team, you always got a chance to win any game, any trophy. You know what I mean? These guys, you don't have to be great at the back because these guys will just get you out of holes. You know what I mean? Yeah, to me, I just think, mate, he's got the squad now to play that way, and he's got a better team around him. So at Tottenham, I don't think he had a plan B at Tottenham. Every time he was looking for a win or was looking for something, a change or something, I don't think he had a plan. I don't think he had a plan B. And maybe, if you say, he maybe not had the quality to change games either. But good luck to Potts. You know what I mean? Me, I like to. I know he done well at Tottenham. I like to get over that now. You know what I mean? I'm behind it now. We've got another manager. Let's concentrate on Jose Mourinho. Hate going back to the past. That's history. You know what I mean? The guy had good 5 years, but won nothing. You know what I mean? He got go back to Keno and Jay Redknapp's argument. I mean, yes, he had good 5 years, and Jay Redknapp was saying, but he got into a quarterfinal, semi-final, final, and Keno said, well, what are you trying to say to me? It's nothing. I mean, anyone can get to a quarterfinal, a final. I mean, that's not a trophy. You know what I mean? You're only a big club. You've got to win these. You've got to win these trophies. You know what I mean? And I think in the Champions League as well with Tottenham, he got lucky in that lead up to the final. Way we did ride our luck with VAR and things like that. You know what I mean? I think people don't forget. You know what I mean? We had our massive slice of luck going to that final. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, as I said, 5 years and no trophy still to show for it. You can play all the fancy football. You can play all that sort of thing, but if you don't win trophy, mate, that's what you get. That's what you get marked on. You get marked on for winning trophies and things like that. And White Todd says, question for George: are you Josie in or Josie out, and why?
Well, I'm probably less certain, but I'm going to say still Josie in. The reason is because he's won trophies at each club, so I'm still hopeful we can win the trophy. And Carabao Cup's coming up. I think it is it's his first full season at Spurs. I think that we have basically, I think, what's the word? Like, I think we've I don't know what the word is actually. Yeah, I just think I didn't think we'd get top four to start the season anyway, because I think we need some players. We need Jose to know what players he needs to play. I think next season, if we buy some good players, we could do. But then on the other hand, I'm more Josie obviously, but then Josie out because I do like to bring basically youth up. I don't think Josie's a man for that. But if you're gonna do a rebuild with youth players, so basically players like under 22, 23, then I think that you'd have like a manager like the Nagelsmann who is good with youth, but then obviously that's for the future though. And with Jose Mourinho, he always brings in the best players for current times. I think that he's made us play for the best trophies. I think we've been unlucky all the way. I feel like that it's not always fault anyway, is it, Simon? I think that Dinamo Zagreb game, I think it's the players' fault. They weren't playing from that game. So I think that I'm definitely Jose M because we just need to get better players who want to play for him at the end of the day. There's good players and want to play for him. And then want to play for trophies. I just feel like that some people just want to play. The Spurs. They get all their money. They go back home. Now I think that's what half the people are about at Spurs. Especially Dele Alli. He's just sitting there on a bench making people laugh week in week out. When we need a player on the bench who's ready to come on the pitch and make an impact. Yes, I'm definitely Jose at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Question for Simon McLaren. Are you Jose out? And who would you listen? I'm Jose in. I'm Jose in, mate. At the end of the day, to me, what's happened so far under Jose, it's everyone's. I mean, Joe's got to take a bit of slice of the problem. What's going on? The players, I think, got to take most of the problem here, and some of the problem. The ball got to take most of the problem. Sorry, the ball. I mean, they're massive. They're the poisons at this club. Because you can go back to when Pochettino was here. He didn't get back properly, did he? That's the thing. He didn't get back properly. To me, so it's come down to Jose. I mean, he's inherited a really bad squad. Hasn't really backed things. But at the end of the day, I can see where people are coming from. The Jose out, something like that. That's their opinion. But me, I'm a Jose in. But if they were going to get rid of Jose, me, Brendan Rodgers, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ideal. Me personally. In the Premier League, if you're going to go down that route, he's worked with great youth at Watford and Chelsea, and he's doing great at Leicester, done great at Celtic. You know what I mean? People say, "Oh, it's only Celtic," but he still have to go there and win them trophies. You know what I mean? So I think, if you're going to go someone to replace Mourinho, me personally, I'll go with Brendan Rodgers. Kellen again says Poch versus Pep. Do you think Poch will out-tactic Pep, and they have Rata and at the back? It's going to be a good game. This is going to be a good game. Really, I think it's going to be tight in both legs. Very, very tight. I think there's going to be goals, obviously. But to me, I can. Do you know what? I can see Pep. I can see Pep doing this. Me personally. Okay, they've got. I think they've got obviously got the Neymar and the Mbappe. They're the ones who's got to stop. You know what I mean? And you got you got Di Maria in there, and you got Draxler as well in there. And you got a good back. I mean, so they have got a good team, PSG. But I just fancy. I've just got to feel that this year's is Man City's. It's just Man City's been waiting now for all this time for a championship, a Champions League, and I think this is the year. And I think they played great against Dortmund last night. Foden was on fire last night, and that's without Sterling as well. Sterling can't get in the team in a minute. You know what I mean? So they've got a good team as well. City got a big squad, a lot of quality, but it's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. And Paul says, you say that PSG don't need a good defence because they have Neymar and Mbappe.
That's
we
true.
have Kane and Son, and we can't win it. No, that's what I'm saying. Paul. That's a different class. In we've got the Mbappe's and Neymar's. You know what I mean, and they've got a good defence. PSG, they really have. I mean, I wouldn't say it's an outrageous good defence, but it's better than ours. I mean, I'll take their defence over ours. I mean, and Navas is not a bad goalie as well. So I'm not saying they've got a bad team or anything like that, and it's only Neymar and Mbappe, but they're the main two in there. And Paul says at least he's made us fight for the biggest trophies under Jose. We can't even get into Champions League, and we got knocked out of Farms. Do you know what, Paul? Do you know what? I'm like a broken record of this. People going on about this. Under Poch, seriously, if you go for the team he had the prime. He had all them players in prime. Yeah, I mean, Hugo in his prime. He had a prime Carl Walker, prime Danny Rose, Jan, Toby, and obviously in midfield, and you had the attack. And with Mourinho, I think he's, me personally, as I see it, he's inherited a declining, obviously, defence, who's been here so many years now, and declining Hugo. Aurier is not the best, is he? And we didn't have a left back when they've got Rego in. So I'm saying he's still trying to mould the team together, Paul, and that's how I can see it. That's why he hints at the ball. He's still the same coach, but different. The different players. Do you know what I mean? So, and this is the problem. I think that at this club, but that's my opinion. Everyone's got their own opinion. But to me, I'd love to see and against Zagreb, was 2-0 up, mate. And with the team he put out, sure, that is good enough to beat this team. You know what I mean? Yeah. That is not Jose's fault. You can't blame all on Jose. That was literally these players, mate. Absolutely, most of them are just bottlers, mate. Bottle jobs. Absolutely. It doesn't matter if you've got a beef with Jose Mourinho. I'm down in tools because I don't like the boss. You go out there and you play for the shirt, you play for the fans, you play for the club. You know what I mean? And you play for pride. You know what I mean? And this is what it's like these days. You know what I mean? Absolutely keep chucking people under the bus. We've got show racing the cards. Kick it out. Yes, lads. What's going on? How's it going, pal? Yeah, I've got it kick out in the top right corner, guys. I said he's kicking out. Caden says Graham Potter will be a good manager for Spurs rebuild. I don't want to see another third rebuild, and I don't want to see Graham Potter at Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. I'm not being disrespectful. No way. I mean, at the end of the day, we're Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. We've got one of the best decorated managers in world football. You know what I mean? Or what's ever graced the Premier League. You know what I mean? And people just want to chuck him under the bus. You know what I mean? Because it's not going right at the minute. You know what I mean? That's the problem. It's not going right. Let's blame the manager. Yes, okay. He's not been great. I had to admit that. You know what I mean? Sometimes his tactics and his substitution and things like that. But you've got to have a go at these players. You've got to have a look at these players. These players, mate, I'm telling you, they've got to take a massive slice of this. Huge slice of this. You know what I mean? I'm getting fed up hearing names like Graham Potter. It's embarrassing. I'm not disrespecting Graham Potter with that, but come on, we're Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. Jesus Christ, we should be going about these other managers. Jose isn't the man for the rebuild, no, George. Yes, but we don't need a rebuild. I mean, all we need is to sort that defence out. That's the thing. Yeah. At the end of the day, and I think that the key for Jose Mourinho is Harry Kane. If Harry Kane goes up to there and say, "Listen, you need to show me ambition. You need to show ambition to Jose Mourinho as well. I'm backing this man." I mean, I think he is still back. There's a few in there who's backing him, and I think it's time Kane and the ones who are back go up to Danny Lee and say, "Listen, we're backing Jose, yeah, right? You go and dip in, show us ambition. Not showing us ambition on where we're going." I mean. And I think he holds the card. He holds the key, Harry Kane. He really does. He's got the clout. He can go up there. He's got credit in the bank to do it as well. I mean, so Cayman, Simon, I think any other manager can get more out of the players than Jose. Not a chance. Not a bloody chance, I'm telling you now. What, that defence? You're telling me someone can get someone a tune out of that defence? No. Come on. Come on. Absolutely not. They're uncoachable. Seriously, most of them, mate, are uncoachable. Absolutely uncoachable. They've been here far too long and they've got their feet under the carpet. You know what I mean? All they're doing is dragging their heels, collecting a wage, right? And they're not showing me. I mean, I keep saying it again and again and again. Doesn't matter if you've got a beef with Jose Mourinho. You still go out there and absolutely give it your 110% for the football club, for that shirt. You know what I mean? If you don't, just get out. Just go and play in the under-23s or the under-18s, you know what I mean? Or just go and train. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. Seriously, because when I was playing football, I mean, okay, we didn't agree with Amos, but we didn't say, oh, do you know what? I'm not. But we got on with the job. You know what I mean? We got on with the flipping job. We got on with the job, and we won games. Okay, we weren't totally happy the way he done things. You don't. You just go out and I mean, KJTV, what do you think of Dele Alli Instagram live issue? Yeah, I mean, and I believe he is hurt. I mean, it's quicker to jump on the bandwagon. Okay, he hasn't been great for the last 2.5 years. Dele Alli, we all know that he's been far from he's gone from a great player at Tottenham. He's really gone on well off him. But me personally, I think he does hurt him. I think he does care. And I mean, because we're not there day in, day out, guys. So we don't know. Well, we only can guess. We can spread rumours and things like that. So George, what do you think of Dele Alli's Instagram live issue?
I obviously, he's going to probably be Jose out as well. Because he's not getting played, but I think that the reason for getting played is because there's better players in that position, I think that he could, if he does get played, he could get evolved into a better player in the future. But then, you've got to look at the current state, you can't for the future, really. We've got them players in the squad right now who are for the future, Rodon's for the future. UNBIASED only 24, he's for the future as well. There's some young players in that team that are for the future. But I think that, UNBIASED, the same age as Dele Alli, but he is, at the moment, obviously, he is way better than Dele Alli. You can do the odd bicycle kick and get a good goal, but I think that at the end of the day, if you're not really doing the best of your ability, Wolfsburg are not the best teams, are they? They're not a good team, are they, really? But yeah, so I think that I would probably, I know he'd probably be Jose out, but yeah.
But to me, some of these players, mate, they get too upset too easy. Take it too hard. I mean, Jose said this to me. Jose don't like him. Well, fucking get up and play football then. Get up, go on that training ground, work hard, and literally, and give Jose something to cheer about. Give Jose something to think like, do you know what? He deserves to start this week. I mean, go and work hard on the training field. Do you know what I mean? Maybe these players are not working hard on training fields, and this is. I mean, so we got to understand we're not there. I mean, Yusuf says buying out. If PSG were in the English Premier League, where do you think they'll end up? They'll probably end up
second, I'd say.
Around that top four. Man, they got the money, they got the clout. That's what I'm saying. If their manager goes knocking on the door, I want £120 million payout. They'll go and pay it. That's what I mean. That's the kind of clout they got. I mean, and
that's what Tottenham need. That owner. We just need that. We need an owner has lots of money and is able to spend it. Really, that's what we need.
Jose is known for destroying teams rather than rebuilding. Jose's never been a team a rebuilding man or bringing young players through. I mean, you should know that now. If you've been watching the games far too long, you should know that. You know what I mean? And it's nothing like that, mate. Seriously, Jose's. I mean, everyone should know what Jose's about. Give him the money. He needs money. You know what I mean? But it's not Jose's fault he's been appointed and not been given no money. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I mean, everyone should know, even the club, Daniel Levy, the board should know you're getting Jose Mourinho. He needs money. I mean, because he doesn't never bring through the youth and things like that. Foreman says, big up Simon Son. It's not the son, you nutter. It's another Tottenham fan. Paul says, I think that Pop made all those players better when they not prime when he come in. Josie has made a majority of our players worse. I don't think worse, Paul. Me personally, if you the main problem is the defence, and that's where the main problem is. And to me personally, I mean, but they cry like little babies still. Some of these players cry like little flipping babies. You know what I mean? They're professional footballers getting £100 a week. You know what I mean? Go out there and flipping play for the fucking shirt. You know what I mean? It flipping absolutely does me in. It's me, Paddy. Yes, Paddy. Oh yeah, could you change your name? Yeah, I remember you did, mate. Josie lied about Toby and threw him under the bus. I think Josie's man management doesn't work in this day. I mean, how can you keep saying that? Oh, he lied and things like that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, yes, he said about he missed COVID test and things like that. How do you know he didn't? You know what I mean? We're not there. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, okay, people say, oh, he's covering up for other things. You know what I mean? But to me, Jose Mourinho, giving money, seriously, giving the players he wants. That's what I'm saying. Stop saying about money. Giving the players he wants. That's the difference. You know what I mean? And I'll argue with people to whenever. You know what I mean? He hasn't been given the right players. You know what I mean? You can say, oh, he's been given 7 players. Out of that 7 players, who really did he want it? Pierre probably is one of them. Reguilon probably one of them. Who else? I think the rest of them didn't want. I mean, he didn't want a Phoenicius. He didn't want a Rodon. He didn't. I don't think he want Gareth Bale. I think Daniel Levy is bringing that in. That's the PR.
I don't reckon he wanted Doherty either. I don't reckon.
Doherty either. I don't think he wanted Joe Hart. That's what I'm saying.
No.
This player's been brought over his head. I'm telling you now. I don't care what anyone says. So the two he probably wanted, maybe the left side slot in Reguilon and Pierre, and that's another one position where we needed to strengthen up. But of course he didn't. He wanted Castagna. We wanted Max Aarons, but no, he got Doherty. You know what I mean? And he wanted a Skriniar or a Diaz, but no, he got Rodon. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know what I think he wanted Bruno. Obviously, he wanted a Bruno Fernandes, but he got a Jensen. I mean, and he wanted one or two strikers, and he got Vinicius. Vinicius is not on Jose's side at all.
No. Nor is Bale.
Would you take Ten Hag or Nagelsmann? Who would you put? I'll Brendan Rodgers. That's the one I want.
Yeah.
In the day, because how do you know these two are going to come in and do the job? They might be flops. I mean, Brendan Rodgers knows the league. And Mark, yes, Mark, yes. Ex cabby, how's it going, pal? Everton 2-0 up the Blues from the Premier driver. Yes, Mark. Yes, pal. How's it going, mate? Thanks for coming in, mate. Well, with all them players out missing, Mark, and the way you struggled against Brighton the other night, mate, you really did. But good luck, pal. Paddy says Nagelsmann isn't joining, and that's confirmed.
Yeah, he is.
Buying him. Yeah, and I want 10. I want 10. I want 10 Hag. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I missed out all these. And there's no denying Jose has a good CV, but he really needs to look at his man management. Yes, Bobby, we know about the man management, mate. We tell you he's not great. I mean, we knew this before he come into the club. We've had this multiple discussions about Jose Mourinho and his man management. I mean, he's not great. He doesn't like bringing you through. Like mate, he'll come to a club. He only wants to be here for a couple of years. Give him the money. Give me the money, and I'll make you to win trophies. And that's how he's gone onto every club. You know what I mean? He hasn't gone in there and say, right, I want to I'm coming here to rebuild. I'm here for 5 years now. He goes in there. I want money. Give me money. I'm going to get you the players. You know what I mean? But he really needs to look. You cannot be lying about one of your players like that today. It's wrong management wise. Plus, shows no morals. Probably saying no morals, mate, because we're not there on the training ground at the end of the day. Okay, you can take that Toby thing away, but with this, like, when he keeps pointing players out about not working hard and things like that, not training. I mean, that's probably I love probably can see it. I mean, on the training grounds. I mean, there's a lot of players there. I'm not pulling their weight. I'm telling you now, in this club, absolutely, they're not pulling their weight in this club. And yes, probably Jose. And we know Jose's got his way of managing, his way of talking. I mean, he's stubborn. That's Jose Mourinho. We knew what we was getting into. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, and Daniel Levy knows what Jose Mourinho. I mean, it's not like he just come on the scene. I mean, he's been around for all this time now. He's been around since 2004 at Chelsea. I mean, so we've known Jose Mourinho for about 17 years. I mean, some people may know him further back in the Barcelona days and things like that, but we've known him around about 17 years, what he's like as a manager. I mean, this is the problem. We know what he's like, and we knew what we was getting into. I mean, and Paddy says, why did Spurs Zone have a live call? I don't know. I do one about Paddy. Bobby says, what in your eyes has Jody done wrong, buddy? Or has he done wrong? Top lad, Matt Neil for men working wonders. What's Jody done wrong? You know what? You know what I've said it before about Jody Bobs about. I mean, his tactics. I always pull up his tactics. If you watch all my watch-alongs and all my previous, I always go about Jody. His timings of substitutions is wrong. Sometimes he's set up of the team from the word go. It could be wrong. Sometimes, I mean, the way he speaks about players after the games, I mean, I don't agree with it, but that's probably the only way he can get over, because he's probably having a go at the training. He's probably saying it over and over again. He's probably like a parrot on the training ground. You're not working hard enough. And we've seen the documentary. I mean, where he's been having a go at these players. You know what I mean? You're not working hard enough. You know what I mean? I mean, that's what I'm saying. When I was playing football, I mean, I didn't say Ruxman, my midfield manager. I went all the time. You know what I mean? But what I did, I got out there. When I go out there on the game, you know what I mean? When I play in the game, I don't just say, do you know what, I'm going to score my own goals just to lose a game because of this manager. I don't like. No, we actually went out there. There was a few of us who didn't like the manager, but we went out there and still won the game. We still pulled together as a team. I mean, at the end of the day, and that's what this team should be doing. You know what I mean? Putting together a team. Caden says if Mbappe leaves, apparently according to a reliable source, Pop wants Kane at PSG, but the board wants Salah. I can't see Kane going. I've said this before. Kane is staying here, mate. I'm telling you now. Paddy, he's one of our own. He's one of our own. Bob Spur TV, he's one of our own. And whoever thought George is your son, I know. In the end, I mean, some people. Our defence is poor, but it's Jody's fault that he plays so negative, which that puts more pressure on our poor defence. We should play high press to keep the ball from our defence. As I said, yes, we can play high press and all that, but when we ain't got the ball, we're no good. I said we're no good, especially defensive wise. Yeah. I mean, and this should be rectified when Jose first come in. Jose Mourinho, I'm adamant when he come in. I give BD centre back. Give me these. I've noticed there's problem in defence. I want these. I mean, and I'm telling you now, if we got these players in, like a Skriniar and a Diaz and things like that, you know what I mean? Just go and spend just crazy money. Doesn't matter. Just go and spend crazy money because you'll recruit it. You know what I mean? I mean, you'll have seen the difference. You'll have seen the difference. He probably has to play that because he doesn't trust his defence, Paul. He doesn't trust his defence. I mean, he's got absolutely shite defenders, shambolic, absolutely. Sunday League has been defend better than that. Seriously, I can defend when I was flipping playing Sunday League and I'm flipping semi-pro. I can defend better than that. Trust me. And Yusuf at Paul Boom. And and Patty says, sorry, did you say Nagelsmann is joining? But yes, well, not yet. It's not been rubber stamped, but the Bayern manager's leaving at the end of the season, and they've they're talking about that. Just a reminder, we've got 408 subs. Yeah, thanks, Yusuf. And he's one of our own. He's one of our own Premier League. He's one of our own. Oh dear, nice one, Paddy. Cheers, nice one, mate. And Caden said, if a new manager comes in, I think we need to offload. This is the problem. Everyone's splouting the thing. Get Josie out, Eskin, Nagelsmann in. But you're going to have the same players. You know what I mean? But surely Nagelsmann's going to ask for money to spend. But no, you got to offload players. And right, I mean, so you might as well give Josie the time. Give Joe the time to get rid of some of these who've been absolute bad eggs at his club. And bringing the players he's want. At least give him one more transfer window. Give him one more season. You know what I mean? But it's not guaranteed that this new manager. Okay, we may have a new manager bounce for 7 to 8 games, and who knows? It may go wrong, and they chuck that next manager on the bus. I mean, so it's not.
And also, Simon, quickly, I think the problem is that people don't understand and people that want to rebuild that understand is that the thing is, to sack Jones it's going to cost us a lot of money. That's money down the drain anyway. So then you're going to have to get a new manager in. Then you have less money because you already sacked Jose. I think the only way we're going to have to get a new manager in and do a rebuild, which I don't think we need a rebuild, do we? I think we have enough good players now. I think
it's just a complete rebuild. No, we just sort that.
We just need like a few positions, like right back, centre back, possibly another CDM to go next to Højbjerg. That's the only position we need to improve in, I think, for the end of the season. But yeah.
Right, let's get back to our Premier League, and we've got Lily White Lane. Yes, Robbie. Quality stream side. Thank you very much, pal, for tuning in. Let's get back to our Premier League predictions. Arsenal versus Fulham. Flipping out. Where are we going to go here? There's no injuries updates, guys. It looks like both teams have got fully fit squads. As I'm seeing at this minute. So if you guys in the chat or George knows any players he's missing, but it's telling me here
I think there's a few injuries, Simon. Let me get something real quick. I think there's a few injuries.
So the form, guys, for Arsenal, they've won once out of the last 5. They've drawn twice and lost twice. Fulham have lost 4 out of the last 5 and they've won once. And head-to-heads, Arsenal have won all 5. Head-to-head, scoring about 15 goals. I mean, absolutely. So where do we go from here then? Arsenal come off a good result against Sheffield United, but Sheffield United, mate, they're so poor. Yeah. That team is a championship team at best. Very, very poor. That's probably one of the worst Premier League teams I've seen since it started. Seriously. And there's been some poor teams, really poor teams. One of them, I ain't saying the worst guy, I'm saying one of them. Absolutely. Shocking. I'm telling you now. And Fulham, they've been playing some good stuff, but they narrowly lost out to Wolves in 94 minutes. What a goal from Torre. Yeah. Then lost a goal up against Villa with about 20 minutes to go. Villa bring on then 2 great substitutions, Keaton Davis and Trezeguet, and both were involved in the goals. You know what I mean? Davis setting up Trezeguet and Trezeguet getting another. You know what I mean? And they lost that game. They narrowly lost out to Leeds 2-1, and they got battered against City. And then they went on, and then they went to Fulham, went to Liverpool and beat Liverpool when Liverpool's going for that bad spell. You know what I mean? 1-0. So the last game at Arsenal was a 4-1 between these two. The last game between these two was a 3-0 away at Fulham for Arsenal. There's been a 5-1 in there as well for Arsenal. Yeah, the 3-1. They're battered Fulham all the time. And to me, I know Arsenal aren't playing great in a minute, but I'm seeing this as, I think it's just be a tight game. It's a London derby. Form goes out the window. And to me, I can see it just being a very tight Arsenal win. I can see Fulham scoring. Arsenal will concede. They've got a terrible defence like us. I think 2-1. 2-1. George, how do you think this game's going to go, mate? And where's it going to be won?
Well, first there's some injuries. Simon, there's Arsenal. There's Louise and Tierney, and Fulham there is Rodak and Kearney. But yeah, so I think this will be a tight game again. Because Arsenal come off of a 3-0 win against Sheffield United, but then that's Sheffield United at the end of the day, isn't it? I just said one of the worst teams in the Premier League history. But I'd probably say Fulham, when they play good, they play some good football. They do, like what they did against Spurs when we beat them 1-0 in our second half. We beat them 1-0 at the end of the day, but then they should have won that probably, shouldn't they? They probably should have won that probably about a draw. Was right. So I'm gonna say for this game, I think based off the results from the past, I think I'm gonna actually say this is another tough one. This is based on the players they put out at the end of the day, isn't it? Really. But I'm gonna go with a 2-1 win for Fulham.
Oh wow! 2-1 for us. I think Arsenal just. I think at the end of the day they'll come good in this one. Lacazette's on form in a minute. I think just shade it. They'll just shade it to me. Keelan says Simon Josie wants to keep Deadwood Light, Lamella, Davis, Sissoko. He loves them. I don't think he loves them, mate. He doesn't. Trust me. I'm telling you. That's the only player he's got at his helmet at the minute, so he has to play them. He's got no choice. I mean, if you get his choice, these sort of players won't be at his football club. Trust me. And I really, really believe that. And I think some Spurs fans, because this fan base is so divided at the minute, but they'll tell you as well. You know what I mean? Ken says, do you think Scotty P could manage? Scotty P's a good guy. He's doing all right for them. You know what I mean? He's doing all right for them. But taking Tottenham out, no, not in my eyes. I forgot this was a weekend match predictions. Because you guys talking a lot about Tottenham. Yeah, I sort of said we got on. So Yusuf, yeah, we get into it. Simon West Brom is Big Sam going to do his magic. Yeah,
I think they're relegated.
Guys, keep all these good questions. Like, bring them into the Q&A on Saturday evening. So we've got Kelly Ken on Saturday evening. We've got Matt back on it. We've got George back in there as well. So keep all these questions. All these sort of questions here. Brilliant. I'm liking it. Bring them all back. But Sam's doing it. Sam's doing it in a minute. Yusuf, Arsenal played Fulham in the opening. Yeah, that's it. And it was 3-0. So I know you want Rodgers, but I don't think it's realistic. Why would you want to? At the end of the day, you've got to think that massive stadium, mate. Best training facilities, good players as well. Some good players as well, and he can make it better. You know what I mean? He'll probably have a better contract. I mean, okay, I can see where you're coming from. They're good structure at the minute. They're bringing good players. Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from, but I think it can happen. Yes, Dareth, I'm going to text you, pal, later because I want to set up the City preview with you guys. Absolutely fantastic. I want to make that happen. Hugh, yes, Siren, hope you're keeping well. I'm keeping fantastic, pal. Do you know what I mean? Keeping sane, you know what I mean? Beloved Hotspur says, yes, Adam. Tottenham can not stack Jose because it will cost Spurs too much money. Yeah. He is here for another season. Scumbag Neil, such fun. I'm liking the positive, guys. Parker's a good manager. I wouldn't put that out of the equation. I wouldn't put out the equation, Dareth. I'm not saying he's a bad manager. He's done all right at Fulham. But to me, mate, at the minute, we need a high-profile manager, mate. We need trophies in this club, guys. We can't keep going back to rebuilds and rebuilds and rebuilds and rebuilds and not putting no trophies in that cabinet. I'm getting bored of it. I'm absolutely getting bored of it. You know what I mean? We've seen, since I've been supporting Top, we've seen 3 trophies. I mean, 3 trophies in what? Since the Premier League started. You know what I mean? Absolutely shocking. In my 30-odd years I've been supporting Tottenham, I mean, 3 trophies. It's absolutely shambolic. And they're being annoying. They're not dipping saints like you're going to gloat about. You know what I mean? The FA Cup and 2 dipping league and two League Cups. I want to see a Premier League. I want to see a Champions League. You know what I mean? I'm getting fed up having rebuilds after rebuilds. You know what I mean? Tip on who to bring in football. Quasia Yusuf says tips on who to bring in fantasy Premier League. I'm not really a fan of that fantasy Premier League. I don't know if you do it. What about Sari?
No, not for me.
He's done all right. I mean, I was saying he's a bad manager, guys. You know what I mean? To me, I want someone who's going to hit the ground running straight away in the Premier League, who knows the Premier League, like someone like Rodgers. You know what I mean?
Well, there's been talks of Nuno from Wolves.
It's a question mark as well, mate. I want either Ten Hag, Rodgers, or Parker. And Ten Hag from Ajax is a good choice. He can rebuild and win trophies. He won titles by bringing. Yeah, but Ajax is that Dutch league. It's poor again. I mean, I'll go back. It's poor. We're talking cheese here with the Premier League and the Dutch league. Come on. Look at the difference, mate. Absolutely, it's a massive difference. And how long do you have to wait to win a trophy? You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to get at. Don't worry, that Carabao Cup final is a big one. I think City are playing PSG the game after, so they will probably go into rest place. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I think we're going to win this final. I really do. This club is a disgrace. Things have to change, especially the mentality. Exactly. That's another side of it. I haven't brought into it. Weak mentality. Look at what Roy Keane said. Stop throwing your managers under the bus all the time. Look at your players. There's softness, soft at the core. I mean, all the players over the years, they're soft. They get to quarterfinals, semi-finals, and finals. They're bottle jobs. Absolute soft at the fucking core. We ain't had the right mentality players to get us over the line, and this is the problem with this club. You know what I mean? You can go back as far as you can. The German coach, he's not a bad shout. And the only competition in the Dutch league is that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying it's not great, is it? If Moyne wins Carabao, he stays for me if he doesn't, mate. I think he deserves another summer. I mean, so Fulham and Arsenal. I said I've gone with 2-1. You've gone 2-1 Fulham. And there you go, guys. The next one up, guys, it's a Sunday evening, guys. It's this one, and it's going to be quite a good one, this one. Burnley versus Manchester United, guys. Sunday, 4 p.m., guys, sorry. So 4 p.m. Sunday. And players out. There's not many players out. I can't see anything at the minute. There probably is 1 or 2. And May night at the minute have won 5 at the last, won 4 at the last 5 and lost once. That was to Leicester. Burnley have, at the last 5 have won, lost twice, won once, and drew twice. Head to head, May United won 3 out of the last 5, 1 draw, and a Burnley win. And the last time Burnley went to Old Trafford, they won 2-0. That was back in 2020 in January. Man United, they weren't the greatest against us, but the second half performance, mate, we were poor. But you got to give credit where credit's due for United, how they played, how they put that ball about, and they were. I mean, I think they deserved it overall. I said they weren't great against Granada, but they got a 2-0 win. Weren't great against Brighton, but they ground out another 2-1. They got battered against Leicester. Then they got a good win in Milan, and where Burnley they won up against Newcastle and let that go. Same as against Southampton, 2-0 up against Southampton and let that go and lost that game. But they had a good result against Everton away at Everton. That's why I think we can go there. Get a result. Burnley won that one. Then they got a good draw against Arsenal, a good draw against Leicester. So they haven't been on. They've been unlucky, I think, Burnley. I think they find hard holding leads. You know what I mean? They crumble like us. I mean, when we got a lead. For me personally, the last meeting was 2-0 to Burnley at Old Trafford last year. Where's this going to go? Me personally, I think Man United just shaded with the quality in the attack. And I'm saying 2-0 United. What do you think, Jack? What do you think, George?
Well, I think it's going to be a tight game. I think I'm going to say Burnley go 1-up. I think I'm going to say United 2-1. Like what Newcastle against Burnley. I see that Man United are a way better team than Burnley, but then Burnley can do quite well if they do. It's like a Fulham. They're lower down the table, but if they turn up, then they can do pretty well against the better teams. Yeah, some injuries here, Simon. I've got up here. There's not the biggest of injuries, but Martial's out, Bailly's out, and Jones is out, and then so is James. And then for Burnley, there is Barnes, Rodriguez, Long, Pope, who is doubtful, and also Brady.
There you go, guys. There you go. So I'm saying
Pope is out. If Pope is out, that's massive.
I'm saying 2-0 United and George saying 2-1. The kid says hi mate. Paddy says I personally want Simon to be first manager. Get me in there, guys. Okay, says for me, I want We Are Tottenham TV to be the coaches of Simon. I'll tell you now, I'll get these players going. I'm saying that for sure, mate. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, getting paid big bucks. I mean, and I think they've been throwing too many people, under this bus. The UK say 2-1 Fulham. I thought this was unbiased. Arsenal are just too bad. It is unbiased. But to me, mate, I just think I just think Arsenal will win it, mate. Seriously. And Paddy say, son, if I was Levy, I'll sign you up as the gaffer. Yeah, get me there tomorrow. And Ken says, sorry, not for me, but I can see Ten Hag going to Bayern. He has an ex-player and a youth coach there, and Nagelsmann coming to Spurs. We'll see. I think Levy will give Josie until the cup final, and if he doesn't get top 4 and Carabao, I think he'll be sacked. Man United 2-0. Where's Hyper? I don't know. I'll text him later. And me an assist. Yes. So guys, we're gonna go into get the last game out of the way, which is on Monday, which is this one. Good game, Leeds versus Liverpool. What a game this is going to be. What a game. I'm not getting no team news, no things on here at the minute. George, I think Flash scores is down at the minute. I think because
there's a few injuries.
Normally it's quite up to date. I'll give you the full Leeds. Leeds have won the last 3. They've drawn 1 and lost once in the last 5. Liverpool have won 3, lost 1, and drew once in the last 5 as well. Head-to-heads, guys, Liverpool have won 4 out the last 5 and drew once. And the last time it was at Leeds, it was back in 2009, guys, in September 22nd, and Liverpool just shaded a 1-0 win. And can anyone tell me the goal scorer back then, 2009, guys, without cheating?
No.
So anyone in the chat, the last scorer who scored for Liverpool at Leeds. And so we'll go with Leeds first. Yeah, they've got a crazy result against City. Crazy result. Obviously, City was looking at a Dortmund game, made a few changes. Hence why it wasn't a great performance, was it, against City, for City? But Leeds did get the player sent off, Dallas, and they will miss him against Liverpool. But they got a good result though. Good result against Sheffield United. Fulham, good point against Chelsea, and lost to West Ham. So Leeds are in some sort of form. They're in some sort of form. So especially away from home at the minute. And the home form's not terrible. But they come against the Liverpool side, which they drew last night against Real Madrid. Now they're out of Europe. Now they've only got one game. I think they've only got one game a week now, isn't it? Something like that. So. And Villa, they beat Villa at home. They lost to Real Madrid, obviously, in the thing. But then they went away to Arsenal. It was against the odds, and people thought Arsenal was going to turn up and give them a walloping. They walloped Arsenal in the second half, 3-0, and they beat Wolves away as well, 1-0. So it's the signs of Liverpool coming back a bit, but they weren't great last night, were they? So to me, it's going to be an interesting game, a very interesting game, me personally. So anyone give me that Liverpool goal score back in 2009? The last person who scored that lead against Leeds for Liverpool. And do you know what? I'm gonna go. Oh dear, this is gonna be a good game.
Yeah, it is.
I can see 2-1 Liverpool. I can see 2-1 Liverpool. George, give us your review and your prediction on this one, mate.
Well, I think that Liverpool put out a very good team last night against Real Madrid, and from the highlights I saw, they didn't really do that well against Madrid last night. I just think that Leeds. I've got the injuries up here. Rafinha might be out, but I don't know yet. But if they do lose Rafinha, that could be a big loss for them. He's a good player for Leeds, he is. But I can just see, as you said, Liverpool against Arsenal. People were expecting Arsenal to thrash Liverpool because of that game before, and then they won 3-0. So I'm gonna say, a 2-2 draw for this one. I think I'm gonna say a 2-2 draw.
Oh, 2-2 draw. Right. So there you go. I'm going 2-1 Liverpool and 2-2 draw for George. So we've got some comments here. Top 943. He'll be getting the sack then. And Ken says, "Can you see West Ham getting top 4 side?" That's another one for Saturday night. But yeah, I said that's another one for Saturday night, guys. I'll tell you what's coming up on the channel in a minute, guys. But they're doing very, very, very good hunt now, mate. With the games got left as well. They've got very winnable games as well for West Ham. Liverpool need a refresh in the summer, like bringing new centre backs. Like, he's a Con out of from what's his name? Leipzig. Yeah, very good. And Kabak and signed Daka. Oh yeah, that Daka's he's got 50 goals in 73 games. Patson Daka from Salzburg, I think in Austria.
Yeah.
And midfielder, and get in Neto and Rafinha. Caden says David Moyes is doing a great job with a tight squad. Yeah, I totally agree, mate. Beloved Hotspur says Ian Rush. No. Keelan says Cooper was the one who got sent off. Dallas got the winner side. Was it? I thought it was Dallas got sent off. All right. Sorry. Did I get that mixed up, guys? Then I thought it was Dallas got sent off. Oh, it was Cooper. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, it was. I don't know why I did this in my head. Yeah, Hegan got the winner. Yeah, sorry about it, guys. Yeah, it was. I honestly don't remember. Kansas side, they weren't great. But if Salah and Genie scored those two chances, I think they'll. If that's what I'm saying, it's all ifs and buts, mate. It's got to be clinical. Jack Simister, thanks for coming to the chat, mate. David Ingog, you cheated, guy. Did you cheat? It is David Ingog, yeah. But did you cheat? Did you have to look that one up? Did you have to look that one up, guys?
Might have done.
Caden says they should play Thiago and James Milner. No, it was David Ngog who got the last winner for Liverpool. It was in the EFL League Cup. It was a League Cup. Ngog got the winner in the second half. So yeah, guys, and that's our predictions. Our unbiased Premier League show coming to an end, guys. That's all our predictions in. So, guys, because I've got informed that there is games during the week as well, try and work out what I'm going to do now. Try and cramp them games in as well. I'll try and do another Premier League, unbiased Premier League show somewhere, either Monday night or Tuesday morning again for the next round of games in midweek. So I'll get them out as well. I'm going to try and get every single game in now to the end of the season for try and get maximum points in this league. So guys, after this video, guys, if you are in this mini league of ours, guys, after this video has been uploaded, get into the comment section and leave all your predictions for the games we just gone on about, and we'll continue with the games. I'll do another show for the other games during the week. And also I'll quickly show the ones who are in our little mini league. This is the table so far. It's first place, it's me on 53. Second is Inner Turnish on 46. Third is Dars on 43. Adams in fourth on 41. Fifth is Kevin Matt on 40. Sixth is Clarence Yusuf on 30. Seventh is Rob on 27. Eighth is Podcast and Mick on 23. Ninth is Luke and JP on 16. And 10th is Liz on 4. So guys, if you are in that, if I just read all your names out, guys, get in and play this game. Get in and play it, guys, to the end of the season. You can still win it, guys, because the winner gets a shirt of their choice for their football club they support. I mean, I will buy them a shirt of their choice, whoever comes first. And if I come first, it'll be going down to second place. So let's get in there, guys. We have got comments here saying, Jack says, no, I remember it was in the League Cup. Yeah, we won 1-0. Yes, Jake. Nice one for coming in, mate. Absolutely appreciate your time coming in. Nice one. The Yid Kid 2-2. Beloved giving a thumbs up, and Vladimir 6 months. No, it was Jack. Jake got it right. It was David and Gog. Will you do this next season? Yes, I will do it next season as well, guys. Because I only come halfway through the season this one, but yeah, I will continue this next season as well. So yeah, so that's it then, guys. So the ones who do play, who is in our little mini league at the minute, guys, get your predictions. It takes 2 minutes out of your time to go into that comment section, guys. You've got to tell tomorrow night before the 8 o'clock kickoff, the Everton on. Get your predictions in, guys. You know what I mean, if you want to win a shirt of your choice. So as said, it's been great again. Thanks to George for coming on. As said, guys, thanks for everyone who's joining the chat. Absolutely appreciate it here on Premier Hotspur TV. We do. It goes a long, long way, guys. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be doing this. And we have the subs we got at the minute, which is great. We're on the road now for 500, guys. Let's get to that next target of 500. So get it out there, guys. Get this channel out there to all your friends and family. Get them to subscribe to the channel, guys. Smash the like, guys, going out. Subscribe if you already haven't. Share this video out. So what's coming up on the channel, guys? Obviously tonight I'm back on here, guys, at 6 p.m. I'm doing the Everton and Spurs
Tottenham
game with a special guest. Yeah. And And if you want to get over to Paxton Road TV tonight, guys, tonight 8 p.m. Paxton Road TV on YouTube. Get over to their channel, subscribe to their channel as well. I'm on that channel doing the preview as well for the Everton game. So I'm a guest on there. Tomorrow, I'm not doing a watch along, guys. I've got my boys training tomorrow, so I'm not doing a watch along. I'll be doing a post match fans calling show straight after the game, guys. I have put it out there, guys. So post match fans calling for 10:30. I think I've done it for. I'm not too sure. I'll get that back up, guys. Saturday is the Q&A, guys. The Premier Hotspur Q&A. I've got Matt back on here. The co-host is back on here. We've got Kenny Ken, the Arsenal fan, back on this show, back again. And we've got George. He's going to come on as well. And just come in with all your questions, guys. All your questions you want to fire over us. Bring in questions as well for the Arsenal fan, Kenny Ken, as well. So that'd be good as well. And on Sunday, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll probably have a day off Sunday. And that'll be it. And we'll go again next week. Sorry, guys. Ken says, "Si, can you get Lee Gunner on the show with Kenny?" I'll try. Personally, I can't get in contact with him. I have to go through Kenny, see if Kenny can get hold of him. But yeah, that'll be something that I like to do. Get Lee on there. There is we are doing the North London Derby Premier League quiz again. The winners, Brian and Josh, hopefully can come back on to defend their crown. Kenny's going to be one of them, and hopefully can get someone like a Lee Gunner. And you could say cheers. So yes, guys. So that's all that's coming up. So remember, guys, we're back on here for 6 p.m. Guys, don't forget we're back on here 6 p.m. for the Everton Tottenham preview, and then I'm straight over onto Paxton Road TV doing their preview with them. I'm a guest on there, so get over to Paxton Road TV YouTube channel. Go subscribe to them, guys. Say I've sent them over. Say Premier Hotspur sent you over, guys. Yeah, and tune in tonight, Paxton Road TV, and get in their comments. Say hello to us and mention that I sent you over, guys. So that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in, everyone in the chat. Absolutely fantastic, each and every one of you. Thanks for your support. It goes a long way, guys. Trust me. And thanks for George for jumping on. So I said it resumes back to normal tomorrow. We have got the co-host Matt back on here. We have got George back on here, and we've got Kenny Ken back on here tomorrow, guys. But for now until 6 p.m, guys, when I'm back on it at 6 p.m. Good afternoon. Have a good afternoon, guys, and we'll see you again tonight. So I've been Premier Hotspur, guys. I've been Simon. This has been George, guys, and we are going to leave you. We are going to leave you with wait on, guys. Facts and stats. They come on you, Spurs. Yes. And Caden showing some love. That's it, guys. So, guys, we are going to leave you with this, guys. So have a great afternoon, guys. I'll get rid of that comment. And there we go. And come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.